It's Friday, and on Fridays I tend to go house hunting. So today I'm out looking for houses, just having a general drive around in the car. Got some notes to take, got some letters if I need to post through letterboxes through houses with nets in the windows that haven't looked like they haven't been lived in for a while. Prior to lockdown, I did talk about the pent up demand that was likely to occur. I know those of you that come to the landlord forums will have looked at some of the research I did pre-lockdown and during lockdown. We're in the early stages of lockdown where we're still allowed to move around a little bit. And one of the key messages that I tried to get out to people just were too panicked, I think, in many instances to listen, is that this is different. The market is reflecting the continued demand for property and for people to move house. It's not like 2008. It's not like the early 2000s. It isn't a huge crisis that's going to happen in the housing market. The reality is here that the credit supply at the moment is still in place. So you can still mortgage properties. You can still finance them. There's still a demand. People, we haven't seen huge changes in population. We haven't seen huge changes in places of work yet. But we haven't seen that. So, what happened was we just basically hit the pause button and allowed that continued demand to build up with no supply. So people wanted to move, people wanted to invest. And then we released the brakes, or we open the doors, and then everybody goes out and buys. So a lot of people are talking to me about, oh, John, I've been to an auction, there's nothing there. Housing market's going through the roof, blah, 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 can't find anything. And then you've got another side of the market, which is sort of the analysts as such, and the market experts, as they call themselves, saying that, oh gosh, this is going to be the end of the world. The next big disaster is going to happen. The housing market's going to drop 10, 20, 30%. And that's all brilliant and wonderful. But the reality is we live in a market, we live in a country where we have market economics. It's supply and demand. The supply was temporarily paused and is now coming back on stream. The demand didn't cease. It might have ebbed back a bit, but because there was no supply, that created a little bit of a bubble. So I think over the next maybe 3 to 6 months, we're likely to see continued high demand for cheap stuff, properties that you can get into straight away. People are going to want to move straight away, and then we're probably going to see a little bit of a softening of that. But I'm going to talk a bit more about that at a few events over the next few weeks. The main thing I would suggest that you do is you keep looking, because there are people out there that want to move. If you've been locked away in a house that you don't like for the best part of 6 months, you're pretty motivated to sell it now. Now's the opportunity, the window of opportunity, you might even want to say, to do so. So there are some things that you've got to look for, some techniques you've got to employ. Those techniques generally around the sort of taboo model that I talk about, TAB. That model enables us to find those properties that actually fit the bill and meet the requirements of us as property investors. So I'm going to go out and have a little play about doing that on my own now. You're not coming with me, I'm afraid. I am going to pop in one of my houses as well and have a little check on it and do a little walk around. It's been refurbed. But if you're free and you've got a bit of spare time, and I would imagine some of us still do, on the 1st of August I'm going to be running an event in Swansea. It's only open to a small number of people because of coronavirus restrictions. But if you want to come along, click on the link in this video. Come along. I will take you through everything I know, really, and it won't just be how to buy to-lets, how to buy HMOs, how to buy SA. There's plenty of other companies doing that, and I don't want to compete against. In fact, I have no intention of competing against people like that. I'm talking about market and tactics that you use with data and with insight to either source property or to negotiate deals on properties, and to engage with people who can help you with that. So if data's your thing, if you like market information and you want to just chunk it down into like nice, simple, easy to understand processes, then that's what I'm proposing, that's what I'm offering. And that's on Saturday the 1st of August in Swansea, in the Swansea Village Hotel. It's right in the marina in Swansea. So if you can come down and make it for the day, 9 till 4, it'd be really, really good to see you there. And the ticket price is super low. So I'm basically giving my knowledge away to you at cost. So come along if you can make it. See you soon.